Hello, my friends. Today is July the 12th, and this is a psychic reading for you if this is your birth date. I do psychic readings and healing work. I do a lot of internet readings for folks over messengers and Zooms, and I do a lot of work out of my office in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Check out my credits. This is a 4 card pull to cover the year to follow, July the 12th, a lens card to look at the year through, and challenge you might face this year, an action to take to stay in balance, and an outcome or synopsis card, approximately 5 to 10 minutes long. Bear with me. This is the lens card to look at, the crone. And the crone says, there's too much happening in my head, and I need to get away so I can hear myself. The hermits and the crones go off unto themselves. They shut out the noise. They shut out the cement. They shut out the cities, in essence. They shut out all the stuff that's talking and all the stuff that's distracting, because they don't feel like they can hear themselves truly. What is really underneath them? What is really talking to them? What is really challenging them? What is really inspiring them? You know, the crone says, I want to find my soul in this mess that's around me, because it's a mess that's also inside my head. I have to shut myself off and go and listen to myself. Many crones and hermits go off into the woods and go unto themselves, or go to very limited group settings, so they can really do deep ritual and really hear deeply what is going on inside of themselves. They take advantage of nature to hear other voices of animals, to hear voices of trees, to hear voices of rootedness, to hear voices inside of themselves. Primarily, that's what this is all about. To hear the voice inside of yourself that's saying, oh, I'm afraid of this. Why am I afraid of this? And how can I heal this fear that is running my inner child, that is running my adult life, that is keeping me in constant pain and distraction and unease and possibly dis-ease? So the crone says, I need to heal myself, and I can't do that by everybody else trying to do it. My stuff is internal. It is the workings of my mind and my heart and my fears and my guilts and my shames and my griefs and all those things I haven't faced inside of myself that really right now feel like they're calling to me to come and do some work with them, to come and listen to them, to come and honor them, and to come and find the medicine that comes through when you work with them, and what they teach you and heal you, and how you can then become a teacher and a healer for others when you bring that light out into the world, when you share your wisdom that comes from really journeying deeply inside of yourself. But it takes a quiet mind, and it takes a certain shutting off from the things that are wrapping you up and tying you down and locking you in, and buzzing around your head and your heart and your soul. So here's your particular challenge. 7 of Pentacles. It's a physical level challenge. And now physical level can be in your body. Physical level can be in your everyday life of building. Physical level can be in your sense of how you're connected to all the people and things around you. It can be in the sense of how you're making enough coin or not. Often coin is kind of a direct representation of, it's pentacles after all, a direct representation of what is happening. So something may be stopping you from getting the coin that you want. Is that your body? Is your body saying, oh, I can't keep pushing like that? Is that your mind that says, oh, I have to work hard. I have to work, and you might be overextending yourself. Is it your emotions are saying, oh, I'm up against a challenging emotional confrontation, and I don't really want to go there, and I'm scared, and I don't know how to just like keep going in and doing the work that I need to do. Because Pentacles is ultimately about just doing the work, just physically doing the work of taking care of your body, of taking care of your money, of taking care of your sense of prosperity. What does prosper mean? And the body is about survival. So what fear comes up when you don't think that you are able to take care of yourself, whether monetarily or physically or in any kind of physical event or system that's presented to yourself? So there's a sense of, I think frustration and fear ultimately sits at the root of pentacles. Survival issues sit at the root of pentacles. When one doesn't feel safe in one's body, that's when the challenges occur. And the pentacles are all about the body and the physical existence and the surviving of one's body and one's soul and one's sacred being vessel on this earth. So here is the thing to do. Here is the action to take. Rabbit, rabbit is given the name, quote, fear, in medicine cards. It's not that rabbits are afraid, but you can think about rabbits sitting in the middle of the field, always looking up and always kind of saying to themselves, oh, eagle, don't see me, don't eat me. Oh, fox, don't see me, don't eat me. Oh, whatever, don't see me, don't eat me. But yet they're sitting in the middle of the field munching away, and there's a sense of, what fears are you calling to you to come and eat you? What fears are you calling to yourself that says, oh, I don't want that to happen, I'm afraid that's going to happen, and that's running me? You have to keep living your life. Rabbit just keeps living its life, even though it has a lot to be afraid of. It has a lot to understand through danger, that it's a tender morsel for many different critters to be fed by, who need to survive as well. So it's that sense of, what fears are running you. What's your fear, human? What's your fear of that's in your body? What's your fear about not making your money? What's your fear about not taking care of your body and letting things die or go or surrender to pain? What's your fear around your sense of prosperity and union with others and communion with the things around you? Do you have enough resources? Do you have enough power to move your body through what is needed? But those are things you have to look at yourself. That's why the crone is coming up. She says, or he says, the hermit in another deck, she says, you have to go listen to yourself. You have to go listen to yourself. You have to gently open the places in your body that hold pain. Is it your gut? Is it your root of survival? Is it your gut of emotional insecurity and hiding things and pain? Is it your gut? Is it your third chakra of, who am I? What am I doing? Why am I doing it? How, do I have enough fire? Am I over pushing my fire? Have I given my fire away? Is it the fear of opening your heart and to others, and opening your heart to trust, and opening your heart to dance, and not be so filled with grief? Because ultimately grief is going to be the thing that heals you. Letting go of what you didn't get, letting go of what you're not getting, letting go of what didn't happen and can't happen and won't happen. You have to keep letting go. That's what the rabbit does. You have to keep letting go of your fears and just live your life. But you have to open yourself so you're in less pain and you have more availability of resources. You can't just sit in your head all the time and let it fuzz you around, and you can't just do and not feel into yourself about what's going on. And you have to ultimately go down into that body level this year and really feel what is stopping your sense of prosperity, and why. What is the fear that's underneath that? And what can you do to heal it? And how can you gently open it and reveal that it is a sacred thing? It is a sacred essence that is talking to you about your fear, and that it ultimately will be a dove, a beautiful white dove that will bring grace and beauty and balance back into your life, and a dove that will be shared with others, a white light that will be shared with others, a clarity that can be shared with others. But first, you have to be a crone, go into yourself, go into your own inner nature, shut out the noise from outside, and really listen to yourself from a place of non-judgment, and a place of compassion, and a place of love, and a place of understanding that this is the level that will heal and change your physical relationship to what is happening on the outside.